Go!
Go check out igsky.com if you're looking for some cheap FIFA 16 coins. Use Rossi for an 8% discount. Enjoy the video. Hello guys, Mr. Rossi1990 here. It's going to be another one of my transfer rumour videos. Today's one we've got a couple to cover. Not loads today, and there's a couple of lower league ones which some of you actually seem to really like. But if you can smash a like button on this video, that'd be absolutely amazing. There's going to be an LMA manager video out later tonight at 11 PM UK time, so look forward to that one. But this one, we're going to get straight into it and start things off with Alvaro Morata. Now, you may be aware that he recently just re-signed for Real Madrid, but there's multiple sources actually saying that Chelsea are readying a £50 million bid for him. 50 million! It might be euros, actually. Could be euros. I may have looked at that wrong, but still an incredible profit if Real Madrid managed to flip him for that. But it looks like they want to keep him at the same time, so I'm not too sure if that's an actual thing or just more paper talk as you would expect. But still, the potential of him moving on for such a profit in no time. Just drop my controller, guys. Drop my fucking controller on the floor. No editing here. It's all fricking gonads. But yeah, Morata, unfortunately, or fortunately, whichever way you put it, could be on the move to the Premier League. The next player is Krychowiak, and he's actually linked with Paris Saint-Germain. There's a couple of people over on Twitter yesterday who were saying the deal is actually being done. It may well already be done by the time you see this video. But they also saying that their manager might be getting sacked, Laurent Blanc. So I'm not really too sure exactly what's happening at Paris Saint-Germain at the moment. They're after a rehaul or whatever. But Krychowiak looks like a player who could be joining them. The next player is going to be Sadio Mane. Now, this is a good one. He's linked with Liverpool, but there's kind of something in there which someone's going to have to sell Benteke kind of to get him in, which I don't think they have to, but I think you just want to get him off the wage bill or whatever. But Sadio Mane, fantastic player in real life. Really, really good player. I rate him quite highly. He's got a couple of informs on this FIFA, that one in particular, where he's balancing the ball on his head. Scored a lot of goals for Southampton. Obviously, Southampton now under new management. I don't think they've got a manager yet, but obviously Ronald Koeman's gone to Everton. So whether or not he wants to move on now while he can. Obviously, Wanyama's already moved on to Tottenham, so a couple of players look like they might be leaving, and it is what it is. So Liverpool are linked with him. Be a good signing for them, I think. He's that type of player, and yeah, we'll look forward to that one if it does happen. The next player is Aaron Ramsey, again linked with Manchester United. It keeps getting stronger every time I see this one. I think we may well have covered it the other day, but I've looked again. And apparently they're very interested in signing him. I don't know if they're going to agree a fee as such, because I can't imagine Arsenal want to sell him to Man United especially. But they have done in the past. Robin Van Persie, of course, being one, went from Arsenal to Manchester United. But Ramsey, I'd like to think they want to keep hold of him. But will they? It's there to be seen. The next player is going to be Michy Batshuayi, or whatever he's called. Apparently there's been a bid-in from West Ham for this guy. But of course, the whole new vote system, which happened yesterday, may flip all these deals into a fray, or whatever you want to say, in the years to come. But maybe this is a guy who can actually come over and do some damage. But they're also linked with another guy who's actually going to be the next guy, which is Alexander LACAZETTE. According to Sky Sports, they put in a bid for both players. I think it was like 20 or 30 million for Batshuayi, 50 million for LACAZETTE. 50 million flying everywhere at the moment. It might be 50 million euros again. I don't really look into it too much, but I get carried away with all the transfer fees which are happening at the moment. Absolutely mental, the money which is flying around the Premier League at the moment in time. But LACAZETTE, will he finally gets moved to West Ham? They keep upping that bid. They keep getting it rejected. It is where it is at the moment. I think that would be too good to turn down personally. Then they'll probably end up not agreeing to West Ham or something crazy. The next player is Scott Sinclair, and he's today linked with Celtic. And apparently last night he had a £2 million bid rejected. He's obviously at Aston Villa at the moment, who have been relegated. But he's the type of player you'd think would move on, because he probably still has quite high ambitions. He's an okay player. He's a tricky winger, and to be fair, Celtic, it would be probably a decent move for him, getting some decent football. I say decent football, the Scottish League isn't fantastic, no disrespect, but there's some teams there are good. But obviously Champions League as well will be a good thing for him if they can get through the group stages or whatever they're in. So the next player is actually going to be Vincent Janssen, and again, he's linked with Tottenham. This has been going on for a while now, and apparently, according to AZ Alkmaar, they're not accepting the bid. But Tottenham are very interested. He's very interested in signing for Spurs. So it's kind of one of them where eventually something will probably happen. He'll probably end up saying, you know what, screw you guys, I'm leaving. I'll hand in a transfer request or whatever to get my move. Just seems to happen that way. He's still a young talent. He's got a team of the season card. To be fair, I don't know anything about this guy. I never heard of him until I saw this card. He started out as like a quite low-rated silver in the game, so that is what it is. The next player is going to be NAINGGOLAN, and he is again linked with Chelsea. This one doesn't seem to go away, but recent news is that he has said that Chelsea want him. You can't get any clearer than that. NAINGGOLAN has said that Chelsea want him. Apparently, he could be moving there. He obviously scored a really nice goal, actually, in the Euros the other day. I think it took a deflection, but it was a nice hit either way. So will he be going to the Premier League? I'd love to see him in the Premier League. That perfect link with Hazard we've covered before would be absolutely brilliant for hybrids and whatever. But the next player is going to be Gabriel Zakuani. He's a lower league one. He has moved to Northampton from Peterborough, I think that is. I don't know if he had much game time. He's actually a decent FIFA card, purely because he's always got quite high pace. And he's from DR Congo, which some people like that league. There's some good players in there. Jordan Bataka from Leeds, of course. It looks like a good deal potentially for them getting a good rated centre-back. See how that one develops. If you're a Northampton fan, let me know in the comment section below what you think of that one. The next one is Ben Turner, and he is signed for Burton Albion, of course, of the Championship now, Burton Albion. Massive respect for them. I hope they go on and do big things, because it's so good to see a team just climb the divisions and just have success. It's brilliant. Oh, my God, take EA service. I'll be right back. So we're back, and we're saying about Ben Turner, of course, and the rise of Burton Albion was absolutely fantastic. Hopefully they go on and do quite well. We'll move on to the next one now, which is going to be Wesley Sneijder. This has been covered a little bit over the last couple of days. He's linked with Everton, and of course Everton's new manager Ronald Koeman being Dutch, he knows the player, probably had him at one club in particular or whatever, but he's a good player, Sneijder. He's been around for a while, not getting any younger. Would a move to Everton be good for him? Not really too sure. I don't know if he'll suit their style of play, but then again, they might change their style of play now that they've got a new manager. And Romelu Lukaku is also linked with staying, which will be key for them. The next player is Robert Tesch, German player for Nottingham Forest, signed today, done deal, to Birmingham. So that's a good move for him. He's actually, I've seen him play a few times. He looks decent. He does look decent in real life. Obviously, you can't base too much on a FIFA card, even though these videos I do are based on FIFA cards. And sometimes I say about that. You can't base everything on a FIFA card, especially the lower rated players, because the higher rated players, everybody knows how good they are, but the lower rated players probably don't get looked at as much. Not not enough analysis on them, so their ratings are what it is. You know how my feelings are some of the Leeds ratings, even though Leeds are crap, but some of the ratings of their players are definitely underrated, especially Antonucci's pace this year was ridiculous. He's gone now anyway, but we'll move on to the next player, which is going to be Dan Burn, and he's a done deal to Wigan. Wigan obviously newly promoted to the Championship. Fulham he used to play for. He's that big fucker, 6'7", absolute man mountain of a man. And I'm pretty sure he played against Leeds once and he was terrible. Absolutely terrible. But you'd imagine he could have the potential to be a really good centre-back. That height alone is fantastic. Obviously not got the pace on FIFA, but I can't imagine he's epically slow in real life. And 40 does sound very slow, doesn't it? Mertesacker kind of territory. But he's got good defending and physical on card there, like we said. He's left-footed centre-back as well. Some people like to have the left foot, right foot centre-backs, I should say. So maybe that's something they've looked into. And Wigan obviously signing some players for the new season. The next player is Ben Mee. Now, this is actually his Team of the Season card. Looks really, really good, actually. He's normally a left-back, I think. This one's a centre-back. He's today linked with West Brom. Burnley, though, have been promoted to the Premier League, so I don't understand these types of moves, because I'd imagine they want to stay at Burnley and see how well they do. But maybe at the same time, West Brom maybe have more chance of staying in the league. Who knows? You're not really too sure how Burnley are going to do. They could go on and win it. They could do a freaking Leicester. Why not? Why not? They've got a good striker, Andre Gray. But he's linked with West Brom. Don't know what you guys make about that one. Looks like a pretty good player in real life, actually. A lot of potential. I think he used to play for Manchester City. And he's just got that weird name, Mee. But the next player is Osborne, and this one's a cool one because he's a done deal to Plymouth Argyle. If you don't know, I'm from near Plymouth, and I kind of follow them. I don't support them, I support Leeds, but I go to Plymouth matches quite a bit, Argyle matches, and this is a good one FIFA-wise because he's a good pace centre-back. There is a player from Plymouth linked to a move away, which is Curtis Nelson, which is actually a really good centre-back for them. So this may be his replacement. I'm hoping it's not, because I want Curtis Nelson to stay, and they've obviously bought another centre-back as well, Argyle, so it's not looking good. But he does look good, and apparently he's not bad in real life. I think he had a recent spell on loan at Wimbledon. This is the second time Argyle bought somebody from Wimbledon after losing to them in the playoff final, of course. But holy shit, it's a good centre-back. And then next player is a final one. It's a Leeds link of the episode, and it's David Button. Leeds are in the market for a new goalkeeper, with Marco Silvestri probably on his way out. I like Marco Silvestri. He's a young, talented goalkeeper, which I think has a lot of potential, but the mistakes he makes are too common to make him a fantastic talent right now, if that makes sense. Whereas David Button, been there, done it kind of goalkeeper, looked unbelievable. Search him on YouTube and watch one of the saves he makes. Absolutely ridiculous save for a Championship goalkeeper. He's linked with Leeds. Leeds seem to like to nick Brentford. I think I might have said Burnley. Brentford's players. They've obviously had Dallas and Diagaraga. But Button, I'm hoping that they can do this one because I feel as if he is the type of goalkeeper we need. Championship experience. If not, Leeds are also linked with Lee Camp and Lee Grunt? Grunt? That doesn't sound right. Grant, that's the one. I don't want either of them. They're okay, but I'd rather have Button if I'm totally honest. But that is going to be the end of this episode, guys. If you have enjoyed it, a like would be absolutely fantastic. If you're new around here, don't be afraid to subscribe. Like always, meet me down in the comment section below. Let me know who your team is linked with over this transfer market. The current time is 3:30, so if any deals happen later on today and you don't see them in this video, that's why. Holy shit! Smash the like button, subscribe if you're new. I'll catch you next time, and bye-bye. Boo! Titty!